Thank you for joining us here today on From the Heart, where we tell stories of life because life is interesting. Today, I have with me Miss Crystal Spurling. Thank you so much for letting me come and talk to you.
Thank you for having me. This has been an honor. Thank you.
We're going to be talking to Crystal about her younger years and where she got to where she is now. So hang on. It's an exciting story. Okay, Crystal, tell us about your family. Who are your folks?
I have lived in Pontotoc, Mississippi my entire life. So this restaurant that we're in has been in our family for 4 generations, and it's sort of our family jewel. So we try to pass it down through the generations. And my family is the Stigalls, Terrys, and my mother's side is Boyets. So yes, we have a little blend there, but we all stick together and help each other.
My name is Henry Terry.
And you're Crystal's.
And I am Crystal's grandfather.
When was the restaurant built?
It was built in 1970.
I noticed the construction is really unique. You have concrete block rooms. Who come up with that?
That would be my brother-in-law that had it built. It would be J.P. Stegall. He's been dead since '09. Me and my wife bought it in '86. Yeah, he built it for private rooms, and this big room was added on later. Since then, about 1992, I built a bunch of more rooms and another hallway and a bigger kitchen and bigger rooms. And then I also made some smaller rooms for like 2 people. It's all family owned, family run. Most of the people that works here is grandchildren and children, and me and my wife retired about 5 years ago. Her health got down. She started cooking in 1970, right here.
So tell me about your mom and dad.
My dad's name is Chuck Terry, and he works here at the restaurant like we all have for years. And then my mom is Connie Terry, and she also worked here. And, she taught me to be a lady and to love makeup. And I think that's where my passion really started, is with my mother and being in pageants at a young age and stuff like that. But she is deceased. I keep her memory with me every day.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have one brother, Dustin Terry, and again, he works here at the restaurant, and he has a wife, Nina. I am married since 2009 to Michael Spurling, and we don't have any children, but we do have a fur baby named Charlie. Charlie is a miniature Pomeranian, cute little teddy bear, so he gets all of our attention. I went to school at South Pontotoc High School, and I absolutely love that school. Everybody supports one another. Favorite teacher? I love Mrs. White. She was a science teacher, and she really broke it down to where science was fun instead of difficult.
I noticed that there is a lot of interesting things on the walls in here. Does everything here have a significance?
Yes, some things were made by my family, some things were in the family for generations, and some things were just giving to the family in trade of maybe a hot meal. This here is my mother's wreath. She made this, and she was very crafty. She loves arts and crafts, and she put this together, and we have kept it on the wall ever since. So every time I come in this room, I look at this wreath and remember my mother. I grew up here, so while my family was working, me and my brother were on four-wheelers, golf carts, things like that, just driving around the parking lot. and running into customers that we knew, and it was a fun childhood. So while everybody's working, we're off playing. But yeah, it was awesome. But then, you know, as school started and band and extra sports and things like that, I come to realize that I didn't want to do any of that. I wanted to stay here and work as a waitress full time to help my family, and that's where I've been ever since. My favorite childhood memory would be working here and taking people's orders and building a relationship with all these customers. So now they're like my best friends, and that's going to be my favorite childhood memory, is all the people.
I love the statues that you and the awards that you have here on the table beside you. Why did you join Avon?
I got started with Avon. There was an Avon lady, Shirley Sewell, and she come into the restaurant and she laid some Avon books down. And I would always order from her, and she's like, why don't you sign up under me and get a discount on all your makeup? And who does not love a discount, right? We all love sales. So I thought, yeah, okay, I can do this. So I started selling Avon, and I put an Avon book in my apron, and I would go around to all the rooms and get their orders. And I would ask the people if they wanted fries, baked potato, or a new shade of lipstick. But that's where my passion grew, was the love of our products. For over 130 years, we've had something for everybody, men, women, and kids, and they're affordable. So I just love our products. And then my passion grew from there into leadership, you know, growing a team and having people under you. I currently now have 130 people under me, and it's just been incredible to help these men and women see that they can be successful with Avon. And I try to help them any way possible that I can, sending emails or having team meetings, and I want to help these women and men be successful with their businesses.
Tell us about your awards here, and you have your book that you're in, right? So you're going to tell us about that too.
Yes, these are my trophies, and this is the brochure that I am. And I'm excited to say that I am the only one from Mississippi in the brochure, and I'm super humbled and excited about that. And then this is a Excellent Recruiting Award and the Spirit of Avon, and also in the back were statuettes that I was awarded for doing a good job.
So tell us a little bit about the campaign that you're featured in. It's about real life fashion.
So this is the first representative edition of the brochure, campaign 19, and this whole brochure is full of models. These are representative models. These are no fashion models, only role models. So they actually use the products, they love the products, and they share the products with their customers. But these are based on people, real Avon, with real dreams and real success.
So you got to go to New York City. I was so excited to get a call from New York this week. So you got to go to New York. Tell us about your trip.
Wow. Being in Mississippi my whole life, and then going to New York City, and you see all the buildings, and you see all the different people and culture, and it was just amazing for me to know that there was someplace else that was just, you know, awesome. And I just love the food. It was different from what I'm used to, from catfish and French fries. You know, no sweet tea or anything like that. But I actually am so excited that I got to experience that with my Avon business. I mean, wow, such an honor to be chosen and go to New York City. And I did take my husband with me, so we had fun. We got to see the Statue of Liberty, Times Square. It was just an amazing experience, and I'm super humbled and excited to experience that with my business.
Day one of the photo shoot, what did you do?
Day one was amazing. They took all the reps to the studio, and we had professional hair and makeup artists. Wow, okay, so I felt like a real-life Barbie doll, okay? With the closet full of clothes and jewelry to pick from. And it was just amazing. I mean, they treated us like royalty. It was like queen for a day. The first day of shooting, we shot pictures all day, and we changed clothes, jewelry, hairstyles, different makeup. It was an incredible experience, and super excited that I got to do this with my business, but I really did feel like a real life Barbie doll. And you got to change clothes and jewelry and shoes, and it was just an amazing experience.
At the end of the first day, what were your thoughts?
At the end of the first day, I'm just like, yes, I'm on the right path. This is where God wants me, because I seem to be doing extremely well to be chosen for this. So I'm like, this is what I need to be doing. I'm on the right path. So after the second day of shooting, we actually went out and all the reps got together. We ate dinner together, and we went to the landmarks of New York City. Got to see the Statue of Liberty together and Times Square and different things like that. And we got to experience that together, sort of like an Avon family. You know, all the reps got together and hung out, and it was just amazing because we got to share tips and advice and success and failures also. You have to share that, because without failures you can't be successful, right? So you have to realize what you're doing and then go from there. And it was just amazing to share your tips and ideas with these other people that do the same thing you do.
How many people were in the same photo shoot as you were?
There were 21 amazing representatives from all over the nation. And that is what this brochure means, that it is spread out all over the United States. And I am so humbled to be the only one from Mississippi. They were from Texas and Florida, Tulsa, Oklahoma, New York. It was Arizona, California. They were really spread out, and I think they got a rep from each kind of culture, you know, each kind of state. We had 3 or maybe 4 that were from the South, but I'm the only one from Mississippi.
How did you get started doing fashion shows? Did you do any fashion before this?
Okay, so my passion began in makeup, and then it grew to fashion, and then it grew to jewelry. And I was like, why not we have a fashion show with all these amazing pieces in the brochure? And then again, I thought, well, we can raise funds with this and also buy lions for the fundraiser. So we kind of tied them together, and I let my customers pick their outfits, and they got to model for me on stage, and we had some awesome music, and it was just a good time. You know, that's what it's all about, is having a good time. The first time I ever did a fashion show was in April of this year. We had 22 models, and they were all my customers. Different ages. We also had a mother, daughter, grandma, and they ranged from 18 to 74. Different sizes too, small, big, you know, just a variety there of all different kinds of people. Well, I let my customers pick out their outfits. I gave them the brochure, and I was like, you pick out whatever you feel comfortable in, because that's the main thing. And they picked out, Miss Crystal, I want this one and I want this one. And it was just amazing to see the smile on all these women's faces, how excited they were to be in a fashion show. So I'm like, this is going to be something I'm going to do every year. And again, I'm going to do this in November, December. We're going to have a Christmas fashion show, and it is already booked up. I have all of my models with every outfit in the brochure. And then again, we will tie together the fundraiser of a toy drive to get all the toys raised for the kids at Leboneur.
What toys are they, and how did you choose Leboneur?
It is actually Herbie the Hedgehog, and I chose Leboneur because I had a co-worker who worked here at the Fish House, Miles Whitehead and Joni Whitehead, and their daughter Autumn was at Leboneur, and Leboneur saved her life. So I'm like, why not give back to this amazing hospital?
So at the fundraiser, you actually donated 400 stuffed animals. Tell us about one of your stories that you got from one of the mothers.
So how I raised 400 lions was I went to every business shop in town in my city, and I asked for donations or for them to sponsor a lion for a child at Leboneur. And we made little tags, and we put, "May this lion give you courage," so that that child knows that we love them and we know the process they're going through, and we just wanted them to be as comfortable as possible. But one of the stories was a mother come up to me after delivering all of the lions to all of the happy little faces. And she come up to me and she said, Crystal, you have no idea what you have done. And I'm like, what? And she's like, when you gave that lion to my little boy, he forgot he was sick. He forgot why he was at the hospital just for a moment. I'm sorry. It hits me every time I talk about this, because then I realized this is my calling. This is what God wants me to do. This is what I want to do. So I'm like, I'm in the right spot, and I'm going to keep doing this fundraiser every year to reach as many kids as possible.
Avon's been around a long time, and you would think everybody has bought Avon everywhere. So what are some of your techniques that you use to sell your product?
The main thing is to wear and show your products to the customers. Let them touch and feel the jewelry. Let them look at the skincare. Let them use the lipsticks and the fashion and all that. But I also have ways of social media. Like I have my own YouTube channel, Beauty with Crystal Spurling. And then I have Facebook, I have Twitter, Instagram, and I also have a blog, crystalsbeautyblog.com, that my passion for these products have grown over the years, and I just really love what I do.
Your favorite color? Would it happen to be pink?
Yes, Evelyn, it is pink. Of course you can tell, but I would love to talk about my happy place. It is also pink. I have a Avon office in my home, and I have pink curtains, pink couch. I mean, when I go in there, I feel happy. And I feel at peace, and I decorate the walls with all my achievements and my awards to know that I can do this, you know. And also pictures from trips. We went to Nashville, we went to Ohio, we went to New York. So I like to put all that on the walls just to remind me that this is a wonderful company and an awesome business.
So just recently you had an appreciation, a thank you gift, or thankful you're here gift for some cancer survivors. Tell us about that.
Recently, I threw a pink party / breast cancer awareness party, because Avon partnered with the American Cancer Society, and I thought, why not have a party and celebrate? So I invited 50 to 60 people. They all showed up. We had 10 survivors there, breast cancer survivors, and 1 ovarian cancer survivor. And I asked the hot pink fire truck, you know, the breast cancer fire truck in Pontotoc, to come by and let all the survivors sign the truck, and she did, and we just had an amazing time. It was women supporting other women, and it was just amazing. And then we went in and we played bingo, and we had fun with that. And then we did a Kiss Cancer Goodbye campaign. And I got a board and put Kiss Cancer Goodbye, and I gave away the little lipstick samples that Avon has always had. And I made them use it and kiss a piece of paper and stick it on the board, because we're going to kiss cancer goodbye. And I love that all these women came together to honor these breast cancer women and to celebrate them.
Here's where we go, and that's all of the cookers lined up over there. When we are busy, I got 1, 2, 6 people over there, right?
Wow.
And I got this. Takes a lot of people to get 5 people. 6 counting me. I'm everywhere. I like to be over there one time. I don't get there as quick as I used to, though. I used to run the grill years ago, and my wife was a master on the grill.
So you still work here at your family business. You still keep your roots, and I'm sure that you get to see a lot of people and get to talk to them, and there's always favorite folks in your life. And tell us about some of yours.
It's really hard to pinpoint 1 or 2 that are my favorite, but I love all of my customers because they grew up with me. I mean, I've been here my whole life. They know I sell Avon. They buy Avon for me. And I also keep an Avon brochure in my apron. So when I'm taking orders, you know, I always have that available for them to order. But I love all of my customers. It's just amazing how we've come together and just created a relationship that's lasted a very long time. So I know everybody by name, and when they come in, I wave, hey, and they wave back, and we give hugs, and because that is the South to me. You know, you've got to keep your roots, and I just love all of my customers, and I give them hugs, and when they're sick, we pray for them, and we bring them food, and when they can't come here, we go see them. So it's more than just customers. It's more like family, yes.
Crystal, it has been so much fun talking to you. I have been here. I like eating here, so I'm glad y'all are here. But to have someone to be in our area that has got to achieve things that you have it's an exciting story to tell. And so thank you for sharing your story with me.
You're welcome so much. Thank you for being here and sharing my story with these people, because I believe this is an amazing accomplishment and amazing story of people in Mississippi being successful.
Thank you for joining us here today on From the Heart, where we tell stories of life because life is interesting. We hope you will join us next time.